Started again about 5 or 6 years ago. He is a professional mariner by trade, and I would like to introduce our first evaluator who will be evaluating Heather's first speech, the icebreaker, Mr. Lawrence Crumpton. Thank you very much. All right, Heather's speech was titled, "I'm Heather." And it is a icebreaker speech, which is the first speech in the Competent Communicators booklet. Now, I thought that she did a very, very good job for a first speech. Now, according to the Competent Communicators Manual, the purpose of this speech was for the new member to break the ice, introduce herself to the club, and begin speaking before an audience with a clear beginning, clear body, and clear ending. So I think she did a very, very good job of that. I think that one of the strongest points that she had was her confidence. Although she was talking about how, in her speech, about how she's kind of shy about this kind of thing and wasn't sure she was going to be confident, she really showed a lot of confidence in her speech. Also, I think that the audience was able to really get to know her, a little bit about her, and a little bit about her goals and aspirations from the past and possibly into the future. She was very well spoken in presenting that kind of a thing. I also would like to say that as far as notes were concerned, a lot of people who are first starting out speaking spend a lot of time looking down at their notes and don't spend much time looking at the audience. But she did a very fine job of scanning the audience, making sure that everybody saw her. She did look at her notes, and there's nothing wrong with that, but she did not spend her entire time with her face in her notes, talking to her notes or anything like that. There is one thing that I thought she might like to improve on in the future, and that would be transitions. It seemed like she used terms like that being said, or to further move on, something like that. And those transitions work, but I think that she could find a better way to smoothly move from one section to another. All in all, I think she had a clear beginning, clear endings. She spoke with a clear and precise voice, and I really do hope that once she gets done with her college program, that she will continue to be a Toastmaster. Thank you very much, Lawrence. All right, our second evaluator, he's an educator and looking to be a public speaker, Mr. Julius.
Toastmaster, one of the strongest members. All right, good. Fellow Toastmasters, not again, most importantly, you, Brett. The rest of this speech was to organize your speech. The criteria was the speaker to present a talk that is organized in a manner that leads the audience to a clearly defined goal. The speech includes a beginning, body, and conclusion, major facts or ideas. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go down and rate each portion of the speech. Speech value, I gave it a 5. This is important that we all know that kidney disease can be something that a lot of people go through, and it's something that we need to be mindful of. Preparation, research, yes, definitely. 1 in 10 people have some issues with kidney disease. 13 people die a day from kidney disease. Was it logical? The organization, was it logical and clear? Yes, definitely. Opening, captivating, led into topic, so satisfactory. The body flows smoothly. Yes, that's a 4. The conclusion, was it effective? I said that we all know and feel that being a kidney donor or being a donor is important. Conclusion, effective, yes. Transitions, appropriate, yes. Now, what could the speaker have done differently to make the speech more effective? Well, you open by saying you didn't know, where would you be able to say "bovigate" in your speech? You don't want to start your speech with an apology. Also, you said, do not thank your audience at the end. The audience wants to thank you because you were giving to the audience. Now, what did you like about the presentation? Now, the presentation, I like the presentation because it was it had a lot to do with a personal story. And it's always good to hear a personal story that has a positive, happy ending. And in this case, we did have one. And what I would like to say that one of the goals could have been for the speech would be to say, everybody in the audience, it's very important that we consider being organ donors. Because by being organ donors, we can make a big difference in other people's lives. And having said that, not to bovigate, I would like to bring the lecture back to the Toastmasters. All right.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Next thing I would like to do is evaluate our meeting. To evaluate our meeting, first of all, I would like to say our meeting did get started on time and is moving along pretty much on schedule, but I'd like to get a report from our one and only Empress, who is here to give us a timer's.
Closing things out here, the last order of business, I believe, is just to review our agenda for next week. So Mark, would you mind going over that?
We do have time for an educational overview.
Oh, I do? Oh, my bad. All right. Switch gears. We'll hear an educational overview from Maurice Hilltoppers. Maurice.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. How much time do we have?
About 4 to 6?
Okay.
4 to
Yes.
6?
I'm sorry?
4 to 6 minutes if you want to help
Oh,
out.
sure.
The educational overview for tonight is coming out of the latest edition of Toastmaster magazine. And not to let it sit and collect dust, if I'm ever given an opportunity to give an educational overview, I would try to use the Toastmaster magazine. And the topic is the 6 success secrets of the super motivated. I will read the introduction and then I'll go over each characteristic, and then as time permits I'll go into each of the characteristics of the 6 success secrets of the super motivated. And this is by Sean Doyle. And his introduction says, as an author and motivational speaker and coach, I often get into discussions about what it takes for someone to get and stay super motivated. What is their secret? After talking to many people, I realized there is one discernible difference between someone who is motivated and someone who is not. It is in the way that they think. I call people in the former group the super motivated. They realize the impact their own daily thinking has on their life. And here are 6 tools super motivated people use to get and stay motivated. 1, proper exposure. 2, put goals in writing. 3, network with positive people. 4, keep a journal. 5, modify what you say. And 6, think about how you think. Number 1, proper exposure. The super motivated realize that the old concept of garbage in, garbage out is very true. So rather than exposing themselves to negative news like the evening newscast or negative television or even negative stories on the internet, they avoid negativity altogether and instead choose to focus on upbeat and inspiring information. They focus on good news, not the bad. They are not ostriches with their head in the sand. They know there is bad news in the world. They just choose not to spend time and energy on it. It is a waste of mind. Number 2, put goals in writing. There is absolutely no question that one of the ways to improve your thought process is to write down your goals, short-term, mid-term, and long-term. The action of writing them down and actually looking at them on a regular basis will reinforce the direction you're heading. This is sending a short reminder note to your brain, consciously and subconsciously, telling it, hey, this is what we're doing. Number 3, network with positive people. Super motivated people realize that the quality of their lives is in equal correlation to the quality of the people that they associate with. If you associate with negative or toxic people, then you will be negative as well. I refer to these people as ESVs, which stands for energy sucking vampires. So be very careful about who you associate with. Number 4, keep a journal. Keeping a journal is another way to reinforce positive thinking and positive thoughts on a daily basis. Carve out a little time in the morning to write down positive affirmations and goals and dreams to start your day off on the right track. How Elrod referred to this practice in his book, The Morning Miracle. If you start your day this way, you start your morning on the sunny side of the street. Try it, you will like it. Number 5, modify what you say. What is interesting about people who are super motivated is they realize that what they say and how they say it affects their thinking. It is almost like the chicken and the egg. What you say affects how you think. How you think affects what you say. The key is to catch yourself when you say something negative. If you're giving a presentation at work, don't say, boy, I sure hope this goes okay. Instead, I am going to knock it out of the park and it's going to be great. Positive self-expectations and positive statements can change the way you think. And believe it or not, your brain believes exactly what you tell it. If you tell it something is bad, it believes it. And finally, number 6, think about how you think. As far as we know, we are the only species that has the ability to think about how we think. I don't think that turtles sit on a log in the sun, think about their life and how their thinking is affecting it. You, however, have the ability to think about how you think. I have found that once my thinking changed, my life changed dramatically, both personally and professionally. Don't underestimate the impact of your thinking, both on a positive and negative level. It is the ultimate power tool. So do you really want to have a great life and be extraordinary and not just average? And be extraordinary, not just average. Do you want to be fired up and achieve your dreams? Then you can decide to be that person. It's all just a choice. Now I am going to ask you to take some time today to pick a few of the actions from this article and to commit to doing them this week. I guarantee they can change your life. Toastmasters.
All right. Thanks, Maurice. I'm glad I didn't forget about you. So thanks so much for reminding me. At this point, though, I believe we do need to go over our agenda for next week. So, Mark, would you mind talking about that?
All right, next week, Toastmaster is John Peter. We have 2 speakers. We have Kedrick, who's already accepted the role. Thank you, Keith.
Yep.
And Luke Green. So if both of you will update the title of your speech, we appreciate that. Our general evaluator is going to be Maurice. I also sent out a notification just now, actually, about our March 28th contest with Hilltoppers. So if you'd like to be a contestant, and you don't want me to volunteer you to be a contestant, go ahead and go into Easy Speak and just accept the role.
All right.
And that's what we've got planned.
Diedrich.
Is that a regular meeting date, the 28th? Or is that a off day?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think that's a
Does that
regular
work?
meeting. 28th is a Monday, right?
28th is a Monday, yes.
Yes. Okay, then it is our regular meeting, yes.
So we'll just have that contest instead of the regular speakers, or?
That's correct.
Okay.
That, no, that will be the tabletop portion of our meeting.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because we'll still have time to do the regular speech for that evening. I believe. Is that correct, Mark?
Well, at the moment, we're not, because this will be an official contest. It's the first time in a long time that this club has done one. So we're going to explain the rules, spend a good amount of time explaining the rules, and then we will have judges. So if you'd like to be a judge, and then we're going to have a timer, all the different roles. So what I'd like to do is to just have a regular business meeting, and then go into the contest, take a break, count up the different votes, and then have awards at the end. So it could end up being an abbreviated meeting. We're hoping to have 5 contestants. If we don't get 5 contestants, it will be a shorter meeting.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mark. And as an aside, I will not be here next meeting if you're signing jobs. It's been fine. All right. Does the president have anything else to add before we adjourn?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this evening. Is there anything that anyone else has would like to bring up for the good of the whole?
Don't forget, member dues by April, $40 total.
Thank you very much. Adjourned.